friends, but different. Above and over both suggest something is in a higher position, but they aren't always interchangeable. This guide breaks down the key rules to help you decide which word fits best, ensuring your writing is precise and correct. Rule 1. To touch or not to touch. This is the most common rule. If one thing covers or touches another, use over. If there's a space between them, above is usually the better choice. Above, no contact. The clouds are above the city. Over is used when something is in contact or covers each other. Example, she put a scarf over her shoulders. Rule 2. The numbers game. Over is the clear winner when talking about numbers, age, and money. Using above with general numbers is a common mistake. We received above 100 complaints is incorrect. Instead, use over 100 complaints. Rule 3. Is a matter of level. When referring to a fixed point or a vertical scale like sea level or a hierarchy, above is the correct term to use rather than over. Example, we will say 500 meters above sea level, we can't say 500 meters over sea level. Rule 4. The temperature exception. Temperature has a special rule. When comparing to zero or an average, you must use above. For other temperature values, both above and over are often acceptable. When to use above, for temperatures when relative to zero, use above, but for general temperatures, over or above. Decision flowchart. Still unsure? Follow this simple decision tree to pick the right word every time. Are you talking about a number, age, or money? Use over and not above in case of something touching or covering. Again, use over in this case in case of a higher level or temp versus zero. Use above. Clouds, because the moon is way up high and doesn't touch them. He'd also say, the picture is hanging above the sofa, because there's a space between the picture and the sofa. Above also loved talking about how high things were, especially in mountains. He'd say, the mountaintop is 100 meters above sea level. He even had a special job for temperatures. If it was cold, he'd say, the thermometer is 5 degrees above zero. Over was a bit more of a hugger. He loved things that touched or covered each other. He'd say, the blanket is over the bed, because it's touching and covering it. He'd also say, the ball rolled over the hill, because it went all the way across the top, touching the ground. Over was also a big fan of counting. Whenever he saw a lot of things, he'd say, there are over 10 stars in the sky, or, I have over 5 cookies. So, whenever you're talking about something, just remember their special rules. Above is for when things are higher and don't touch, like a cloud in the sky. He also loves to talk about heights and temperatures above zero. Over is for when things touch, cover, or are counted, like a blanket on a bed or a number of cookies. Practice exercises. Read each sentence and decide if you should use above or over. My brother put his jacket, blank, the chair. Answer will be over the chair because jacket is touching the chair, so according to rule it will be over. Next sentence is, the plane flew, blank, the city. Here over, or above, both can be correct, but over is very common for movement. Next sentence is, the temperature today is, blank, 25 degrees. The correct answer is, above. Above is used to indicate a temperature higher than a specific point. So it will be, the temperature is above 25 degrees. Next sentence is, there were, blank, 50 people at the party. The correct answer is, over. Over indicates more than a specified amount or number. So it will be, there were over 50 people at the party. Next sentence is, the sun is shining brightly, blank, the trees. Here, both, above, and over can work, but, above emphasizes the sun's position higher than the trees. Over can imply covering or spreading across the trees. So, 1. The sun is shining brightly above the trees. Is emphasizing position. 2. The sun is shining brightly over the trees. Is slightly more poetic or descriptive. In this context, both are acceptable, but above might be more precise.